refusing to feed their own peoples, feeding the West, but refuse to feed their own people, supporting the West, but refuse to support their own peoples, giving job opportunity to the West, refusing to give job opportunity to their own peoples. Their own peoples are migrating from Africa and coming to Europe, but African leaders refuse to rethink. And now we are tired of talking to African leaders because we can't keep on talking to people who are not listening to us. They think about only their family future. They are not thinking about the country or the future of the country, but they are thinking about their family only. Those are these African leaders, these old cargos who think.
Hi everyone, welcome back to True Mamri. I hope you are all well by the grace of God. If this is your first time, my name is Mamri. Thank you for clicking on this video. This video is about a reaction on Paddy's video that he made some time ago. This video caught my attention because it is related to a video I made some time ago. And so I want to put the two and two together. Or is that in English? I want to put one and two together to make this video. So it's like confirming what he has said about the European Union and our Africa leaders and AU. This video is packed, but I've decided to make my videos now short, if that makes sense, so people can share it on WhatsApp. We need to create more awareness. By the way, you saw me dancing. Yes, I was dancing to radio music when I was about to make this video. I'm celebrating 4,000. Thank you so much. I couldn't do it without you. God bless you all, and those who are yet to come, you are very welcome. Thank you so much. If there's anything else you want me to do, just leave a comment. I'm at your service. Without further ado, let's watch Paddy's or listen to what he has to say about our leaders and European Union. Thank you so much. God bless you.
They don't think about Africa. They don't think about the country they are ruling. They don't think about the people who vote for them. Not even people who vote for them. How can they think about people who vote for them if nobody vote for them? If they still vote to win the election, just because they get a support from the African ECOWAS and EU and France. So they will not think like, they are thinking like this. Nobody vote for them. Of course, nobody vote for them. Because they put themselves in power, getting support from France and EU, and getting support from the African ECOWAS, who I call an Western terrorist group. ECOWAS in Africa is a Westerners terrorist group that they put there to make sure that that terrorist group will protect the Westerners to steal more from Africa. Believe me, my African people, don't trust ECOWAS. ECOWAS, don't trust ECOWAS. Your African Union is not an African Union. They should remove Africa because it's not our union.
And like I said, I have it on my channel. It's long. You can listen to it all when you have time. But they talk about how Africa Union is moving forward and the drawbacks and what is going on. And they all confirm that or confess that their budget is paid by European Union. When I listened to that, I was like, oh, I thought we have Africa Union. I thought we have ECOWAS. Before, you know, in my naive years, that's what I thought. So what is going on here? You know, when there's a household or a business, the boss of the business is the one who controls everything. They have, you know, manager and the rest downwards. But the boss, that's why it's called boss, or she's called boss.
Sorry, I want to ask you a question. We need to talk frankly. How many African countries did not pay their dues this year? Please tell us. Don't name, but tell us how many. Majority paid. This is the answer of a diplomat. I'm saying African countries do not respect their own union. If you don't respect your own union, nobody respects you. Full stop. And then, the same guys who don't pay their contribution, They go to this international meeting and say, oh, African sovereignty, African solution for African problems, Africa this, Africa that. Come on, guys. What is this? We need to be credible. If we believe we have an African Union, we need to have an African voice, we need to do it. My understanding, if your operational budget, my brother, is really paid by the European Union. This is a fact. This is a public knowledge. It's not secret or whatever. We are not paying for our own operational budget for African Union. We are not, and then we said, okay, we're going to have a standing army.
Yes, my people, you heard that. It looks like it sounds like it's funny, but it's not funny at all. This is what is happening. And this is why it is difficult to make changes in Africa. They are all laughing. It's funny, but this is serious matter. We are laughing at ourselves.
It's an second European Union that they built in Africa. They pretend it to tell us that we have African Union. What union do we have? We don't have African Union. Come on. If I'm a president in Africa, I will fight against every person in African Union. I am telling you, African Union is a threat and is a terrorist group that was created by the West to protect themselves, but not to protect Africa. We don't have African Union. It's a second European Union. Remember this. Let me tell you this, my peoples. This must be clear to you, the Africans. And this is the fact. If I am lying here, then if anybody who is working in African Union come across my video, let him come out and answer me that I am lying. In African Union, they can never have a meeting about Africa without including any European Union Parliament members. They can never hold a meeting. African Union can never hold a meeting without including European Union Parliament members. If you check into the meeting, all the meeting of African Union, you see white people sitting there. Those white people are European Union Parliament members. They must be there to witness what Africa is planning next. If any plan that African Union agree on, and European Union Parliament members who are sitting there, they know that this plan that African Union is taking, it is going to distract us from stealing from Africa. They will say, no, this plan, it should be cancelled. It should not work like this. It should work like that. But in an European Union meeting, you can never meet any African Union Parliament member there. Tell me, which African Union Parliament member have ever attended an European Union Parliament meeting? Never. And it will never happen. So that's why I tell you that the African Union we don't have. The only union we have in Africa is the second European Union. That European Union Parliament members are in control of that. They decide what will happen, what African Union should do, and what African Union should not do. And even ECOWAS is also controlled by the European Union Parliament members. They decide how ECOWAS should behave. They decide when ECOWAS militaries will act or they should not act.
Okay, so you hear what Mo Ibrahim has said about what is going on in African Union. So it means he's not lying what he's saying. It is true that they control the union and Africa doesn't have a union, which is a shame, you know. When I was growing up and I heard Soram Sweaty about African Union, we were all happy because, you know, you read the story about Dr. Kwame Nkrumah and the rest, how they were fighting for Africa to unite, how Africa should be one. That's the only way we can achieve our aim on this earth. And then you hear that the union is sponsored by the people that we want to, what's the word to use, eliminate from our businesses or what? Then you ask yourself, oh, okay, what is this union about then? I mean, this is waste of time. Really? This is waste of time.
They decide. European Union members were complaining in Ghana when they have a meeting in Ghana, Accra. I saw some some ECOWAS member who was saying that ECOWAS have a law. We are not doing what the West say, but we have our own laws. My brother, you know, you are just like a father to us because you are a grown old man who don't have sense. Who are you fooling? This generation, you can't fool us. We know what is going on. Maybe what I know about European Union, even so many ECOWAS leaders don't know that about European Union. As if I don't know who gave operation mission to ECOWAS, African Union. You can't fool us. We know who you people are. Come on, we have black peoples working in ECOWAS as a black skin with black skin, but inside they are white men because they are working for white.
You watched the video up to this stage. Thank you so much. I got good news for you. Yesterday, the African Union has been a member of the G20. So now G20 is G21, which is something we are waiting for a long time. It's a step, a big step that they have made, and we have to applaud our leaders. They have made it, and I know the people among them that has fought for this, but I'm not going to name names. We all know them already. Thank God we have been accepted. But I wish and I hope that it will not be like the UN, that we will get our seat and we speak and no one will hear. This time it's a game changer, and I hope we just have to hope and keep pressing that our voice will be heard. So congratulations to our leaders, congratulations to India for making it possible. Thank you so much for watching it. At the end of the day, it's happy and we win for Africa. Let's see how this also takes us, and we hope it will not tend to be the other unions, but it will be productive, very productive union. Thank you. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.
The African Union officially took its seat at the table of the world's richest and most powerful countries, commonly known as G20, on Saturday with the approval of all and at the request of summit's host, Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi.
आगे की कार्रवाई शुरू करने से पहले
Before talking any further, I would request the African Union head to take its seat as a permanent G20 member.
अपना स्थान ग्रहण करने के लिए
Comprised of 19 nations and the EU, Africa had only been marginally represented within the G20.